Hi, this is Carlton Cullins, and welcome to the Blue Sky Strong Box. Hey, this is Carlton Cullins with the Blue Sky Strong Box here in Austin, Texas. And this week I want to tell you some things not to do when you go to the gym or when you work out. Years ago, I used to work in a big box gym, and I worked there for 4 or 5 years, and I saw hundreds and hundreds, if not thousands, of people work out all the time. I worked with many other trainers, and when trainers get together, I'm going to let you in on some of the things, and I'm not doing this to pick on anybody or be mean, but things that when trainers talk to each other, these are things that we see with the general public that people are doing that they probably should not do. Now, I've been private now for 4 or 5 years at my house. I have a home facility, and I train here privately. Things are a little different because I can control the situation. But at a big box gym, there's hundreds of people working out, and everybody are kind of following what the magazines say, or they're doing what the person next to them is doing. And unfortunately, a lot of that stuff is incorrect, in my opinion, and a lot of other professionals' opinions. So I'm going to let you on a few things. First rule is do not sit down. If you sit down all week at your job, you sit down a lot when you're at home, you maybe have a commute and you're sitting down, do not go to the gym and sit down to do exercises. Stand up. Unless you're injured or unless you're a bodybuilder, you have some specific reason to sit down, do not sit down to do any exercise whatsoever. You can do pretty much any exercise not sitting. And a push-up is not sitting. A push-up is okay. You know, the pull-ups are okay. You don't have to stand up to do everything, but I'm just mean do not sit down to do any of your exercises. That's a big thing. On all your repetitions, slow down. Slow down to about 1 second, 2 seconds on the way down, pause, 1 second, 2 seconds on the way up. Most people in the gym just move entirely too fast on all their exercises, and it's sloppy, it's dangerous, and just slow down. Rest less. People at the gym, they do a set, and guys are particularly bad about this, they do a set of exercises and they go and they start talking and chatting and stuff like that. Maybe if you're trying to get stronger or you really know what you're doing, you have a specific reason why you're doing that, that might be okay. But other than that, I think people in the gym, they sit around and they rest too long. Cut your rest in half. The workouts will get done quicker and you'll get a lot more out of it, and you're probably going to keep your heart rate and your metabolic rate super high. So don't rest so long between your exercises. Use perfect form. Know what perfect form is. If you don't know, ask somebody. Research it. But do not allow your form to deteriorate at any point. And while I'm at this, do not attempt a repetition that you cannot complete with perfect form. That is the biggest thing. You are digging a hole that you cannot dig out of. Very correct. Make sure your form is perfect when you do everything, and don't do a repetition unless you can finish it with perfect form. Big thing. Post-workout meals. I see people finish their workouts and they hang around and talk to somebody for an hour after the workout. You just missed. After a workout, you should try to get in a meal within 30 minutes after your workout. This is the best time of the day, even better than breakfast in my opinion, to get a meal in. If you miss that, you just missed a big part of your nutrition. Don't split up your workout routines. Don't split up your body parts on different days unless you have a specific reason for doing that. Particularly if you're a bodybuilder, that might be okay. If you're just a general public, you're trying to lose body fat, you should be doing full body exercises every single time. This is all you guys out there. Don't bench press on Monday. Bench press on another day if you must bench press at the gym. And if you've been bench pressing for more than a year, it's sad. If you've been bench pressing every workout for 20 years, you need to switch to something else. I recommend doing push-ups. If you think push-ups are too easy, you are doing the wrong kind of push-ups. There are push-ups out there that most people have a lot of difficulty doing. Mainly one of them would be a perfect, flawless, single-arm push-up. If you cannot do 10 single-arm push-ups and you've been doing bench press every workout or once a week for 10 years, you should switch to trying to do a single-arm push-up if you think you are the bench press master. Don't do crunches. I think crunches are a bad idea for most people. Do planks instead. Do another exercise, but do not do crunches. Crunches are not going to get rid of the body fat on your stomach. They are not going to help your posture. They are not going to do all the things that you think they're going to do. Crunches are something from like the Ronald Reagan era. You know, they're old school. They're just not that effective. Do not do crunches. Try doing planks. Try doing bird dogs. Try doing something else. Try doing Palloff holds or a Palloff press. Try doing something something else. If you need ideas, holler at me and I'll give you plenty of ideas. You can work your core with a lot of other exercises. Anyway, I babbled on long enough. These are things right off the bat that came on top of my head. I hope they can help you. If you have any questions, write me. I am always here to help, and I will see you next week.